You know, I think that there are few places in Canada that hold more romantic charm than the early gold rush towns of Yukon and British Columbia. But sadly, most of these towns now lie in ruins because of the ravages of time and weather. Well, we found one place that's pretty much like it was a century ago, where you're magically brought back into another era. Stay tuned for today's Wings Over Canada Barkerville show. The sweat and toil of over 100 years of mining lies beneath this hallowed ground. This is where 30,000 miners came in search of a dream, and some found it. Today, a century later, the brave souls and restless spirits of the Cariboo Gold Rush is still alive. This is the story of Barkerville. Our flight today begins 250 miles to the south at Fort Langley, British Columbia. In the 1860s, the wagon trail that connected this place with the Cariboo Gold Country was considered the 8th wonder of the world. The trip would take 8 days. Today's flight will take 2 hours. Our flight plan will follow the historic Fraser River that carves its way through the rugged coastal mountains into our destination, the Cariboo District of Central BC.
You know, I was many years ago at a friend of mine, he always used to equate life to hunting bears. Probably not politically correct anymore, but he used to say that when you hunt a bear, sometimes you get the bear and sometimes the bear gets you. Well, today we've got the bear because it's turned out to be a wonderful day. The ceilings have lifted right up to 8,000 feet. Visibility's got to be 40 miles up here. And we're showing we're about an hour and 10 minutes out of our destination. Our destination today is Barkerville. Barkerville's an old historic town. It used to be an old coal mining town. It's a ghost town today, and nobody lives up there, and we're going to go up there and find it and discover it. Now, there's 2 ways to get to Barkerville. One is you can take a direct route, and there's a little 2,700-foot strip, and we can go in there, or we can go into Quesnel, and we're going to go into Quesnel instead. Down for runway landing. Uniform India goes down clear. Uniform India, go roger.
The year was 1862. Englishman Billy Barker struck gold. He found it on Williams Creek, and he found lots of it. A discovery that started a rush of fortune seekers from all over the world. In the next 10 years, 10,000 people traveled the Cariboo Wagon Road into the gold fields and the boomtown of Barkerville. Now, in its heyday, Barkerville was the biggest town in all of Western Canada, bigger even than its rival, Vancouver. But when the gold played out, Barkerville died, and it became a ghost town, and it lay abandoned for more than 70 years. Then in 1957, the provincial government took over Barkerville and started the long process of restoring and reconstructing it into an historic site. Today, Barkerville is reborn and is as it was in the days of old. A unique streetscape with over 125 faithfully restored heritage buildings. A gateway into the past, Barkerville offers visitors a glimpse of the days when haggard prospectors paid for their whiskey with gold dust. Obviously, Barkerville is all about gold, and the background, we have to turn to the expert. Mark, tell us about how it comes right from here.
Yeah, that's right. Well, when the mountains were first being formed in this area, we had huge quartz faces exposed on a lot of this rock. Quartz in this area also contains gold.
So actually that was up there.
That's right, way up there. Comes crashing down into the valleys below.
And then came another major geological occurrence,
Yeah.
and that was?
The glaciers, yeah. Glaciers come in, they crunch up that quartz, and they set that gold free.
So
right?
it's just a matter of finding it then. And so
Just a
what
matter of
happened?
finding
For that, we have to go to our high-tech maps.
Yeah,
right?
that's right, that's
So
right.
no stone goes unturned on Wings Over Canada because we pulled out, the budget was whatever we needed, we got it. And here it is, right here,
Yeah.
it's our map.
That's right.
So the first thing they do when they come up here is they've got to find where it's coming from. right?
Exactly. So they basically get from Fort Victoria over to the Fraser River, and they basically pan their way up the Fraser River, all the way up. They end up going through the Fraser Canyon, which is very, very difficult going, and many miners lost their lives there. They find out that there's some yellow sand on the Quesnel River, and that's where they go.
And for this, we have to go to our other map.
For this, we got to go to our, it's the expanded view, you understand?
Okay.
But over the winter, they find that the gold that comes out of the Caribou River is coarser, which means what?
It means they're coming to the mother lode.
Getting closer to a source, exactly. It hasn't tumbled as far
Right,
down the
yeah.
creek,
Oh,
hasn't pounded flat out.
Right.
They come up to Keithley Creek, and that was the very first time he began finding pea-sized nuggets like that.
this.
Yeah, so they come up here and they're finding these pea-sized nuggets. They were actually finding 1.5 pounds of those little guys every single day for weeks running.
And finally, they come to Barkerville.
Barkerville, that's
So
right.
Barker comes along and they said, oh, you're crazy going up there. There's no gold up there, right?
Billy Barker, he took a look around and felt that there was gold over there, gold over there, gold over there, and gold up there. There's got to be gold down here. So that's where he basically made a bet pay off.
And the rest was history.
And the rest is history.